My name is Maria Gano. I'm from southern West Virginia, a small town called Bob White. I've been here 37 years. My family before me 4 generations on this property. In 1951, my grandfather, Luther Gano, purchased this property to come here to mine coal. In the past 5 years, they have been doing mountaintop removal, coal mining up here. Common sense tells me when you turn a mountaintop into a barren wasteland, to be honest with you, there's something that's going to happen at the bottom of that mountain. I've lived here 37 years, and there's never been anything happen like the floods that's taken place over the last 4.5, 5 years. In 2003, when I was flooded, about 4 o'clock it started raining. Within 45 minutes, I was already being flooded. Within 2 hours, I lost my property, my bridges, around 5 acres of land was just washed away. It was a direct effect of mountaintop removal coal mining up here. There's nothing left here to absorb the rain.
They take great pride as they mine the coal to make sure that we have a very small and gentle footprint on the scenic beauty of West Virginia. And specifically, what I'm referring to is the great reclamation of the mining sites that our coal companies and our coal miners are taking great pains with.
This is a classic southern West Virginia valley fill. What they've done here is taken their excess mining spoil and dumped it down into this valley and then terraced up and built up the face. Even under perfect conditions, it would take thousands of years for that to return back to the ancestral forest. A forest will grow back on that valley fill eventually, but it'll never be anything like the original forest that was there. The Clean Water Act was the reason why slurry impoundments were initially created, in order to contain the black water that's left over from the coal cleaning process. Then along comes the Clean Air Act, and the irony is now we need to remove even more impurities from the coal, like the heavy metals. And in order to do that, we've employed more mechanics, but also more chemicals. I mean, these are in direct contact with surface and groundwater, and turning one of the world's best freshwater supplies into crap.
This is the bucket of black water that come out of the bottom of the water tank when I drained it.
Yep.
Watch. All this is settled to the bottom.
From what we've seen in this neighborhood and from this well previously, this is not a healthy well. This water should not only not be consumed for drinking water, but it really should be avoided for any kind of contact. This kind of water can make people sick. Over the long run, it can kill them.
The general response has been, whenever we find something that the coal industry is doing wrong and is illegal, rather than forcing the industry to comply with the law, the Bush administration changes the rules on us. To give you one example, there was a rule that the Corps had which said you couldn't dump waste in streams for the purpose of disposing of waste. And everyone agreed, when you chew up these mines and dump the rock in the stream, that's waste disposal. And we sued to enforce the rule. While we were suing, they changed the rule to allow the disposal of waste in streams. So what we see in every instance is when we find something where the environment's supposed to be protected, they find a way to eliminate it so the industry can keep on doing what it's doing now.
I've been here parts of 4 decades. I've seen lots of coal-related injuries and coal-related diseases. And the water quality affects our patients in many ways: gastrointestinal disorders, gastroesophageal reflux disease, diarrhea, ulcers, and then neurologic disorders, dementia, numbness, forgetfulness, and generalized demise of the quality of life. And the whole economy is tied to it, so the whole community needs to be interested in the quality of the water.
What we found with the information that has been gathered. They did basically an informal health survey. 60 of those 125 households had children that attended this school. Of the 60 households, 53 of these households with children were found to have health problems.
I just don't get it. If you love your kids, and I'm sure all of you love your kids, well, do the right thing for them.
When I look at a mountaintop removal site, valley fills, I just look at that as a place on earth whose value was among the best of all places on earth, diminished to among the least of all places on earth. A people, our West Virginia legacy, that we are in charge of the custody of these plants and animals, and we're not doing a very good job of it.
We cannot sit idly by as everything that our lives is based on is annihilated. This is our state, and we're taking it back.
It's time to say no more.
All West Virginia is turning into is a slurry dump of chemicals. What is it going to be 20 years from now?